after the curfew times, they're doing it like 15 to cause this hysteria. And then by the time the curfew rolls in, they're broadcasting across the media lines that, oh, it's just mass hysteria. People are not abiding by the curfew. People are refusing to listen to the curfew. And it's like, people who are protesting peacefully are studied being harassed. They're being treated like animals. Kids are being injured. We had one child out here in California who got pepper spray all in her eyes. She wasn't in
I
five,
think
6
I
years
saw that
old.
on Facebook. Yeah.
You had a few elderly people that got actually pushed down to the ground. They're treating women like they're men. Like manhandling women in such a violent manner. It's like, okay, everybody's aware because of the George Floyd situation, but is change really happening? Is it really happening? And I'm looking at such a traumatic time right now. Is the most important time to be showing change. And instead of showing change, you have a lot of them that's showing resistance to change. You have a lot of them that are upset that people are out protesting their actions.
Yeah.
But it's like people are tired. People are tired.
And I definitely do think everyone needs to voice their opinion. And for me, I was afraid to voice my opinion for a long time. Because I didn't know what to say, and being popular on social media, I feel like everyone jumps down my throat. But so many fans, I've realized that I need to let people use my platform to speak and talk today with us.
Yeah, because again, it's it was one of my music industry contacts, August, who asked me to chime in. Like I said, this has been a systematic problem for a very long time. And again, though I hate to sound so numb to it, this is nothing new. It's more surprising to me that people are waking up and being aware of it, or not even so much being aware of it, because the world has been aware of it, but people are deciding to speak up about it. And just see that it's wrong. And honestly, what's crazy is that a lot of the protesters who are out peacefully protesting that are not African American are actually getting to witness and feel a lot of what we've been feeling all this time from the police department. The rude behavior, the disrespectful behavior, the over physical handling of us, just treating people like they're not human. I seen one video yesterday where one young lady tried to go into the police department, and she tried to report about something and they basically manhandled her and threw her out the police department. And although I felt for the situation, it's like I at the same time felt like, okay, welcome to my world. This is a normal thing.
Yeah,
this is a normal thing to where
went through something that you guys experience, and they're like, it's like nobody. I feel like everyone shelters themselves so much because I guess they're afraid to speak out about it. But like I said, it's very important, and I've never trusted police myself. I've dealt with them a long time, and I feel like they try to have an entitlement and be overpowering to their position, and especially towards the Black community, and that's not right at all. And especially for, the way that they speak to them, just like they automatically have an attitude, and I do not condone that at all.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I believe it's the culture. Honestly, it's the culture in which which is embedded in them, which is a sort of brotherhood culture, to where it is more important for them to be loyal to each other. It is more important for them to defend each other. It is more important for them to turn a blind eye when others are doing wrong and defend that badge and that shield, no matter how wrong or how despicable the actions are. They teach you that this brotherhood is more important a lot of times than even your own family, because a lot of these officers, they have other family members out there. They come from large families. A lot of people come from large families where they have distant cousins and different things of that nature in different states, and who might be affected by, you know, police behavior, police brutality, and they do not even consider this themselves. They're out, you know, acting the way they're acting, you know. So I find it kind of amazing that, like, again, that it's taking so long for everyone else to become aware of what's been going on for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years in this country towards African American men and women. And it's getting to the point now to where it's not even protect and serve the community. It's just make sure the community fears us. You know, that seems to be their big thing, that they just want the community to fear them. And it's kind of scary to think that they are becoming more paramilitary than community based, you know. Even though we've suffered from it a long time, there was places like Harlem, New York, even out here in California, where they have very, very prominent black communities that had black police officers that worked in those communities back in the days and even today, to where they have communication. You know, it's more so, I don't know if you remember the old terminology, beat cops. You know, they used to walk the beat. You know, they used to walk down the street. It was so, they was so much trying to be involved with the community that they would walk through the community. You don't see officers walking through the community anymore, trying to be engaged with the community. It's just about riding around, trying to see who looks suspicious, you know what I'm saying, who sets off some type of radar in their head to make them want to pull someone over, ask for their ID, ask them are they on parole or probation, you know, different things of that nature. That's become a norm. And again, it's no more how you doing, you know, how your day, ma'am, or how you doing, sir, you know, to where you can be back, how you doing there, officer, you know. It's they give you this look like, what are you doing, what are you up to, you know, and you immediately go into the defensive, like, okay, I'm not doing anything, you don't have to look at me like I'm some type of criminal, you know, I do have a job, I am a normal tax-paying citizen, you know, I'm not a criminal. So, you know, it's just, can we just pass by then? It's a shame that we just can't speak and be friendly because you have this preconceived notion and bias about me because of my skin color.
I'm glad that, you know, you're talking about all this, because you're really educating me too. And, you know, me growing up, they don't really teach you that much about, I just learned today on YouTube how, you know, the KKK turned into a police force, and then it was still like a hated group, and how that evolved and everything like that. And I was like, wow, I never knew any of it, because I was never taught it. And I'm so glad that I'm educating myself, and I'm so glad that you came on here and said all this, because I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, because and I see a lot of people comments on here, you know, rude comments, you know, especially from a racial standpoint. And it just goes to show that the division in this country is so broad, you know, that it's starting to be, it's coming to a head, to where it's like a powder keg ready to explode, of people just being tired of being tired. You know, it's not just black and brown people who are tired of being abused. You know, it's a lot of other people that are tired of seeing us being abused,
Definitely.
of seeing us being run over. Because here's the logic in that. With any type of situation with a bully, okay, when you have people who bully people, once that bully has one particular person that they cannot bully anymore, they look for the next person to bully.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on now, to where, okay, it's we bully the African American male and woman so long that other people are starting to stand up and say, stop the bullying. And now it's like, okay, well, we can't bully them anymore. We'll just bully the next person. So we're going to bully the mom on the front line of the protest. We're going to bully this construction worker over here. We're going to bully this news cameraman right here, you know, because he wants to get footage, which is his right, constitutional right to report the news. But we're going to bully him because we don't like the fact that he's not reporting it from our standpoint, or because we have the people that we bully for so long is being taken away from us to bully. So now we have to redirect it and, okay, well, we're just going to bully everybody. We're going to get out here and just disrespect everybody. And it's really sad. It's really sad because this should be a time of healing and coming together. Exactly. This shouldn't be a time of bullying. This shouldn't be a time of any type of anger or violence, because violence only begets violence. It is violence that has brought us to this point. You know, it is violence and the culture of violence that has brought us to the point to where a man can get, in my 47 years, I never thought I would see somebody get murdered like that slowly over a 9-minute process on live television.
Yeah.
You know, back when I was growing up, they had crazy movies like Running Man that Arnold Schwarzenegger starred in. That was a futuristic movie to where they showed live executions on television and things of that nature.
Wow.
You know, it was a real, you know, demonic time, but it was a movie from the 80s that was supposed to be based in futuristic times. And now here we are in modern times, and we just actually witnessed that. The only difference is in the movie, it was for sport because that was a movie. You know, in real life, these are real people that are dying. People are dying in their sleep, in their homes, to where you can't even just be in your home relaxing, eating dinner or sleeping, because the police might come in the door and kick in your door and just gun you down for no reason and say, oh, we had the wrong apartment.
Yeah, I was to say I heard about that in wasn't it Louisville, Kentucky?
Yes.
Yes, I've heard all about that. That was horrible. That was, my mother told me about that, and that's what I mean. Like, police, I feel like they don't do their research properly, and they don't thoroughly go step by step like they're supposed to, like they were taught. And it's ridiculous that that's just thrown out. Like, the rule book is just thrown out when they're like, when they go out, they like act like, you know, it doesn't matter what they do, they have all authority, and it's just wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong. And, you know, I appreciate, you know, your platform to be able to reach your audience, because here's the thing. My people are angry. Yeah. My people are angry. They're hurt. They're broken. You know, but we're not. No, I take that back. We're not broken, because we're stronger than ever, and we always will be strong. But we hurt and we angry, and at the same time,